Hello and welcome to another exciting episodes of Spotlight Series, episode 10, only on Club TV. Today we have a very special guest joining us all the way from Finland, technically not in Finland, in India. She's not just a chef, she's a culinary artist, a devoted mom, and a true explorer of flavors. Her passion for food takes inspirations from her Finnish heritage, her travels around the world, and the heartwarming experiences she's shared with her family in the kitchen. From gourmet sandwiches, fresh flavors, salads, her creation bring cultures together on a plate. So without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to the incredible Miss Katrrina Bahri.
So my name is Katrrina Bahri. I am the founder of a company called Otso here in India. Originally, I am from Finland. We have been into the catering business for quite a while, but we have rebranded ourselves. So we decided to introduce some traditional dishes from Finland as well as concepts from the Nordics. So we believe in everything being made from scratch. All our breads are cold fermented. We believe in using healthier ingredients like rye and seeds in our products as well as fresh ingredients. So we make everything from scratch in our bakery and kitchen. We don't outsource anything, and we just believe in cleanliness of food, just like what you would get in the Nordic countries. And we do catering as well, and we are live on Zomato and Swiggy for our sandwiches and salads, gourmet salads and sandwiches as well.
Now, Finland and India may seem world apart when it comes to food, but every cuisine has its own unique soul. So, Katrina, would you say there are any surprising similarities between Finnish and Indian cuisines?
So I wouldn't say there's too many similarities between Indian and Nordic food. So we have kind of taken inspirations from all our travels as well. So we find that Indian palate and the South American palate is very similar as well, especially Mexican food. So we have tried to incorporate Mexican flavors in our foods as well. So we're not purely Nordic, but uh, you could say we are Nordic inspired, like I said, in terms of, so even if you are getting a Mexican salad from us, you can be sure that everything is made in house from the dip to, if we're using anything like sun-dried tomatoes, everything is made in house, fresh. And it's more about that concept. And of course, we do have some Nordic items on our menus as well. But we try to incorporate flavors, of course, that are also familiar to people in India as well, and that we can do through other, cuisines that we take inspirations from. We even make a curried chicken voulez-vous. So it's got an Indian flavored chicken curry inside a voulez-vous. So combining French and Indian. So wherever we can, we do try to make fusions. But with purely Nordic food, that would be a little bit difficult because it is a polar opposite of Indian food. But we do try and make fusions where we can to kind of introduce our food to the Indian market as well seamlessly.
Do you have tasted Indian cuisine and which one is your favorite?
I've lived here for 12 years. I've been running this catering and food business in India for about 6-7 years now. And of course, I do like Indian food as well. My favorite is chicken malai tikka. It's a little boring, but it is my absolute favorite. And I'm always on the hunt for the best.
Let's take a step back in time and dive into your journey. How did your love for cooking begin? Was there a particular moment or experience that led you to turn your passion into a profession? We would love to hear the story behind your culinary adventure.
My kind of international journey started when I was 9, and we moved to Florida for 5 years. I came back home. I did a double degree between Netherlands and Finland. I did my internship in Buenos Aires, Argentina. After that, I shifted to London for my master's in marketing. That's where I met my husband, who's Indian. And that's how I ended up in India. And the whole inspiration for getting into the cooking line. So my background is purely marketing. And of course, I'm a huge foodie. I've lived in so many continents, countries around the world, traveled so much, and food is that one thing that you always remember, about your travels and places you've lived. So, I've always had this interest in food. And actually, my mom in law, she has been cooking and baking professionally for the last 35 years, 40 years. She has a cafe in Haldwani as well by the name of Cafe Cookie Jar the Cafe. And she has single handedly from her small kitchen supplied to places like Brown Sugar back in the day when they used to outsource their bakery. And, she's really the inspiration behind doing this. We just knew that this amazing food, if we package it the right way and we market it the right way, then we can really make it great. So she is kind of the at the heart of our operations because she's the one that comes up with the recipes and she's the one who trains the staff. If anything goes wrong, she can in an instant she can pinpoint that this is what we have to do. And it's amazing to have that support behind us, and that enables us to deliver what we deliver, what you see today. And this high tea catering that you've witnessed today, these petite fours and everything, small bites that we do, actually, we had started doing this from home initially. Just me and my mother-in-law, we were doing this, and I will work on the presentation, she will work on the food. We curate the menu together. So it's been a good teamwork, and now it's kind of become like a additional family business for us as well.
That's truly fascinating how your passion for cooking transformed your career from marketing to culinary world. Your journey is a testament to how passion and determination can lead to success. My next question is, do you have a memorable food related experience that significantly impacted your professional journey? Perhaps a moment that reshaped your approach to cooking or solidified your decision to pursue it as a career?
I would probably say that, my biggest food story would just be, I mean, it's not just one story, but when I first came to India and how I have seen people's mindsets and taste buds develop over the years, because I came here first 12, 13 years ago, and I've been living here permanently for the last 10 years. So I have really seen an amazing transition, an amazing how people have opened their minds and taste buds to different flavors across the world. So this has been something I've been wanting to do almost the day that I came into India. I really wanted to, bring a little bit of the Nordics here with me because there would be nothing Nordic here. But it wasn't the right time. The market was very closed at that time. But now to see that progression is just amazing. And that really drives me because I feel like, now is the time. People are really open, and there's so many new interesting restaurants and cloud kitchens coming up especially in Delhi. And, now is the time for all of us, who have something a little unique in the food business for us to just kind of bring it out there and just expose the market to all these beautiful flavors from across the world. And, it's really nice how the market has now become evolving. Yeah. And it's been an amazing journey to see how that market has evolved.
Yes. That's truly fascinating, Katrina. It's an absolutely honor to have you here on Club TV Spotlight series. We also want to extend our heartfelt thanks to the Embassy of Finland for their generous hospitality and for making this podcast possible. Before we wrap up, could you share with our audience how they can order your delicious cuisine online? Is there a platform or service where they can experience your culinary creations?
So you can find us on Zomato and Swiggy under Otso Delhi. Otso is spelled OTSO. And you can find us for gourmet salads, gourmet sandwiches, as well as some desserts. The Otso Bake House is going to be live, hopefully in another 1 or 2 months. So that's going to be from our bakery side. And you can always get in touch with us directly for any catering requirements that you may have. We bring in delicious and beautiful setups all over Delhi NCR. So our prices start from $12.50 per person. That includes 5 starters, 1 main, and 1 dessert. And then you can, of course, customize that as per your needs. And we do a lot of parties for even 8 people, or we do parties for 300 people. So we don't have any minimum or maximum requirement.
India has a rich culinary tradition where eating with hands is an integral part of the experience, enhancing the connection with food. How does this compare to dining customs in your culture?
Catering is all about small bites that you can pick up with your fingers. So something like a voulez-vous or a tart or a quiche or even a sandwich, you can pick that up with your hands and you can eat it with your hands. And I find here, especially, I can lay out a number of plates when most of the people will prefer to, you know, yeah, they'll prefer eating by hand. So I think we found a beautiful balance, food that is different, but you can still eat it with your hands, and it's not.
Food has a unique way of bringing people together and creating bonds across borders.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Bring foreigners who are in India a little taste of their home, particularly people from the Nordics and Central Europe, and then bring people of India something new and something that they can, bond over with as well, because now every place is very, especially Delhi, is very cosmopolitan. It's become very metropolitan. So, there is a lot of international crowd, and this can be something, you know, even if you haven't been to someone's country, you may have tasted their food through people like us who bring in different flavors. So it's a beautiful way to connect and to find common ground.
Well, thank you very much, Katrina, for your time.
Thank you for having me. Once again, this is Katrrina Bahri from Otso. Stay tuned on Club TV to hear more from us and other such places that bring beautiful and different cuisines to the Indian market.
What an inspiring journey. Katrina is truly a change maker, carving her own path and leaving a lasting impact on the culinary world. Her remarkable work and unwavering passion for food continue to set her apart. Katrina, we wish you all the success in your future endeavors and look forward to seeing your gourmet cafes flourish. We can't wait to experience more of your incredible cuisine firsthand. A special thank you to the Embassy of Finland for their warm hospitality and for making this episode possible. Stay tuned to Club TV for more exclusive content and inspiring stories. Keep exploring, keep creating, and remember, just like in cooking, life is all about finding a perfect recipe for success. See you soon for more business insights